joy to extend a very warm welcome to the Conferenza Internazionale di Musica. We are truly delighted to have you with us today. And your presence has made this gathering even more special. We will be beginning very shortly. How will somebody pick this up? Good evening, everyone. It gives us immense pride and joy to welcome you all to the Conferenza Internazionale di Musica, where in every note a world awaits. Back in 2019, City Montessori School Rajajipuram campus made history by hosting the first ever ABR Sim concert in Lucknow in collaboration with the Associated Board of the Royal Schools of Music, London, a global authority in musical education and assessment. What began as a pioneering initiative has now grown into a beautiful tradition, one that nurtures young talents and places them on the world stage. This evening is not just about performances. It is about a journey of discipline, creativity, and dedication. A journey where every note played carries the message of harmony, peace, and unity. On behalf of our principal, staff, and students, we extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to each one of you. Your presence here adds meaning to this celebration of music and gives strength to our young performers who are ready to let their melodies touch your hearts. So sit back and allow the music to take you beyond the borders into a world where learning becomes rhythm and rhythm becomes joy.
In stillness, the soul finds its song. In harmony, the world belongs. Just as every great performance begins with tuning, every great journey begins with prayer. Prayer is not just a ritual. It is like the opening note of a concert, setting the rhythm of our hearts in harmony with the divine. It is in these sacred moments that we draw strength, seek wisdom, and invite grace into our lives. At City Montessori School, we offer an all religion prayer, a prayer that transcends boundaries of faith, carrying the essence of unity, peace, and brotherhood. It reminds us that though we may call him by different names, the divine is one. May I now request everyone to rise and join us reverently for the prayer as we begin this evening of music with gratitude and devotion.
Check. 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 request you all to please take your seats. echoes of prayer linger in our hearts, let us carry forward the spirit of peace and gratitude it has invoked. Just as prayer lifts our soul closer to the divine, music will now lift our spirits into harmony. With our minds stilled and our hearts attuned, we are ready to embrace an evening where every note becomes a prayer and every melody a celebration. A river of sound, a sky of tune, a whisper of dawn, a silver moon. When hearts and hands in rhythm meet, the world itself feels more complete. The orchestra is the perfect metaphor for harmony in diversity. Each instrument has its own soul, its own timbre, its own voice. And yet, when they come together, they create something far greater than the sum of their parts.
Here at City Montessori School, Rajajipuram, our orchestra is still in its nascent stages, a young ensemble finding its voice. Behind every note you will hear today, like countless hours of dedication, practice, and perseverance. Each student has poured effort and heart into this journey, learning not only the language of music, but also the discipline of teamwork. As the bows glide across strings, the brass declares its brilliance, and the percussion beats with primal power. Let yourself be swept into the current of their music. The beauty of an orchestra is not in its sound, it's in the way it teaches us to listen and to blend our differences into a greater harmony. Thank you.
What a breathtaking performance that was. We have just witnessed a tapestry of emotions woven so beautifully through every note, every pause, every crescendo. As the echoes of this performance still linger, we invite you to carry this rhythm in your hearts as we move forward in our evening's journey. I also request all the parents to put their phones on silent.
Respected dignitaries, honored guests, teachers, and my dear friends, good evening and welcome to this grand procession of the International Music Conference. Tonight, the stage becomes a world in itself.
Every culture has its own heartbeat. Every land, its rhythm. Every nation, its soul song. And tonight you will witness them all, woven together into a single tapestry of music, dance, and universal harmony.
We begin with a proud moment, the presentation of the Music Conference flag.
If there is one language the world understands without translation, it is definitely music. Across borders and oceans, through different cultures and time, music has always spoken directly to the heart. A raga from India, a symphony from Europe, a folk song from Africa, the born in different lands. No celebration is complete without invoking the divine. The prayer dance is our offering of gratitude, a reminder that every art form is born from devotion.
In every gesture lies reverence, in every step humility, and in every movement surrender. Let us welcome this sacred invocation, inviting peace, joy, and blessing upon this conference.
Are our international friends who have traveled from beyond borders to bring us their unique colors of art.
From the island nation of Sri Lanka, we welcome Ananda College, Colombo. This institution has stood for excellence in learning and culture for generations. Multimedia team. Thank you, Ananda. What an exhilarating performance.
And now we return to the sacred temples of India. Bharatnatyam, one of the world's oldest dance traditions, is meditation in motion.
కురిపించవే కరుణాంబురాసి ధీం తారా ధీం ధీం తారా జతులతో ప్రాణమే నాట్యం చేసే గతులతో నామశతముల నతులతో నాపైన నీ చూపు ఆపేలా.
What a performance! Next, from the Himalayan kingdom of Nepal, we present Asphodel Public School. Like the clear rivers and high peaks of their land, their performance tonight flows with purity and strength. Can we give it up for them? They remind us that even the simplest rhythm can echo the deepest truths of humanity.
We now leap across continents to the misty highlands of Scotland. The Scottish dance is joyous, lively, and celebratory. Can we have a huge round of applause? We now come to the treasure of North India. Kathak is rhythm, storytelling, and grace. Marching ahead, we now welcome the delegation from Pathways World School, Gurugram, a school that has carved a name for itself in offering world-class education. Pathways is a true reflection of global learning blended with Indian values.
Can we have a huge round of applause for them? From carnivals, we now move to the streets. Hip-hop is the sound of youth, fierce, free, and full of self-expression. A global authority in all at once.
Everybody जद दुनिया तो जावा मुड़ फिर दोबारा आवा मैं जो भी जून हंडावा मेरा देश होवे पंजाब मेरा देश होवे
by its soft, flowing movements and deep spiritual expression.
Following them, we are delighted to introduce the RN International School, Varanasi, with a vision of empowering students to become global citizens. The school is recognized for its strong values, innovative learning environment, and dedication to bring out the best in every child.
Together, these two institutions from the holy city bring with them a spirit of knowledge and culture.
बस तेरा बन के हाय नहीं रहना तुझा बन के एक भी सांस अलग नहीं लेनी एक भी सांस अलग नहीं लेनी खींच लेना प्राण इस तन के है नहीं रहना तुझा बन के.
What an enriching performance. At this point, I will request the parents of the junior orchestra to please collect their children from the first floor. I request the parents of the junior orchestra to collect their children from the first floor. From the highlands of Scotland, we now move to the traveled streets of Brazil, where the samba dance reigns supreme.
Next we have W.S. Smith Memorial School, Varanasi, a school that has been shaping young minds with discipline, creativity and excellence. Its legacy of quality education continues to inspire generations, fostering students who are not only bright learners but also responsible citizens.
Can we please give it up for them? At this point, I would again request the parents of the junior orchestra to please collect their children from the first floor. Now, it's time to witness the serene beauty of the Manipuri dance, an art form from Manipur that embodies devotion and grace. Its gentle movements and lyrical expressions bring alive the tales of Radha and Krishna with divine purity. Thank you so much. We now move to the streets of Spain. Next we have Paso Doble. I would request the parents of the junior orchestra to please collect their children from the first floor. Thank you so much. We now move to the theaters of Spain where the Paso Doble brings drama and passion to life. This dance mirrors the bullfight with bold strides, proud gestures,
round of applause. And who better to bring this finale than the many branches of Siri Montessori School? And now, ladies and gentlemen, with immense pride and heartfelt respect, we welcome the organizing committee into the procession. They are the very backbone of this grand conference. Can we have a huge round of applause, please?
From meticulous planning to flawless execution, every detail of this evening carries their imprint. They're the hands that worked tirelessly, the minds that shaped every idea, and the hearts that poured immense dedication into this event.
I request the parents of all the junior orchestra students to collect their kids from the first floor. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have traveled across oceans and centuries. From Sri Lanka to Scotland, from Brazil to Spain, from Africa to India, we have danced as one.
Every school, every dancer, every performance has told us a very simple truth, that art unites, that rhythm heals, and that the world is one family.
This is not just a procession, this is the heartbeat of humanity.
Tonight, as we celebrate this musical journey, it is only fitting that we hear a few words of inspiration from the guiding light of our institution. Our principal has always believed that education is incomplete without the rhythm of values, the melody of creativity, and the harmony of discipline. Under her visionary leadership, CMS Rajajipuram has not only nurtured academic excellence, but has also taken bold strides in cultural and musical education, giving our students opportunities to shine on international platforms such as ABRSM. It is her encouragement and unwavering support that have enabled our young musicians to dream beyond the classroom and let their talents resonate on the world stage. With great respect and joy, may I now invite our esteemed senior principal, Mrs. Nisha Pandey, to kindly address the gathering and share her words of wisdom.
Thank you, Gauri, for your kind words. Good evening, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, dedicated teachers, supportive parents, loving students, and passionate devotees of the sublime art of music. Now, with profound joy and immense honor, I welcome you to this extraordinary gathering, a sacred celebration of the timeless magnificence in notated music. Our school's profound devotion to music education transcends mere academics. It flows like a living symphony through every hallway and resonates within each heart that enters our doors. We have invested not simply in instruments and infrastructure, but in the sacred belief that music awakens souls and reshapes destinies. Our distinguished faculty serve as musical guardians, while our exquisite facilities become sanctuaries where artistic visions take flight. Within these walls, we have been privileged to witness gentle voices bloom into powerful choruses. Little hands discover eloquence upon keys and strings. And passionate young hearts learn that true mastery emerges when discipline dances with dreams. This transcends traditional education. It is our calling to cultivate the poets visionaries and empathetic souls of tomorrow through music's eternal and transformative embrace. It is my distinct honor to welcome legendary Mr. Anup Jalota, who's graced our event. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together and warmly welcome him. A maestro of Indian music whose soulful voice has captivated hearts across generations. We feel deeply honored to welcome Professor Mandvi Singh. Thank you, ma'am, the esteemed Vice Chancellor of Bhatkande University. Warm welcome to you, ma'am. And of course, in our midst, we have Mr. Kartike Vashisht, a celebrated flutist, and Mr. Neeraj Kumar, a talented tabla player from Delhi. They have performed internationally across Sweden, Estonia, Germany, Thailand, Indonesia, Belgium, Dubai, and Kyrgyzstan. Warm welcome. We are honored to welcome Mrs. Sonia Khan, Managing Director of the India National Youth Chorus and Head of ABRSM India. I take this occasion to warmly welcome Dr. Shobit Kumar Nahar, the Director of Sangeet Natak Academy. Warm welcome to you, sir, for being with us this evening. With profound gratitude, we welcome most respected Professor Geeta Gandhi Kingdon, ma'am, our revered school manager. Her visionary leadership has orchestrated the seamless integration of notated music into the very fabric of our school system, transforming how students connect with musical expression and cultural heritage. It is with immense pleasure and deep respect that we welcome respected Dr. Roger Kingdon as well, the distinguished president of City Montessori School and one of the most revered educator of our time. Warm welcome, sir. And of course, I would also like to warmly welcome respected Mr. Vinay Gandhi, sir, and respected Mona ma'am. Warm welcome to you. Thank you for your august presence here. I would like to warmly welcome our respected Chacha ji, Mr. Ratan Chandra Gupta, and thanks, sir, for his gracious presence. I also welcome respected Mrs. Shushmita Ghosh, Superior Principal of City Montessori School, Head of Quality Assurance and Innovations Department, for our outstanding support in all our endeavors. A warm welcome to you as well, ma'am. I take this opportunity to welcome all our distinguished senior principals and principals of various campuses. Thank you so much for your presence. A warm welcome to Dr. Mala Mehra, the principal of Honor College. I also welcome Ms. Gauri Savaria, corporator from our zone. Thank you so much for being with us, and Mr. Shivpal Savaria, the ex-corporator. I also welcome all the heads of various departments of our school. A warm welcome to Mr. Chris Walters, an eminent theatre personality from London. I welcome Mr. Jeffrey Williams, Head, Department of Music, Pathways School, whose dedication to musical excellence continues to inspire generations of music education. Thank you to Jeffrey, sir. It's a distinct pleasure to welcome Mr. Damian Daniel from St. Cecilia's School of Music, Kurseong, bringing with him the rich heritage of classical music education from the hills. A heartfelt welcome goes to Mr. Sanjeev Mondal, Head of Department, Bishop Canning Music Academy, Kolkata, representing the vibrant musical legacy of our cultural capital. We are very pleased to welcome Mr. Diganta Chowdhury, Head of Department of Music, Indus Valley School, Kolkata, whose innovative approach to music pedagogy enriches our understanding. We are honored to have Ms. Triveni ji, Coordinator ABRSM, Bangalore, amongst us. I welcome Mr. Aditya Arya, CEO of Arya Institute of Performing Arts, Lucknow, who brings his expertise to our gathering. A warm welcome to you as well. Now, this year, ladies and gentlemen, has unfolded a magnificent symphony of musical concerts and workshops, which we have been organizing, each movement building upon the last in a crescendo of artistic excellence that left audiences breathless and hearts transformed. Our distinguished concert series has become a beacon of cultural enlightenment, where our students' extraordinary talents have not merely entertained, but elevated the very spirit of our community. Each performance has been a testament to the alchemy that occurs when dedication meets inspiration, creating moments of such profound beauty that they linger in memory long after the final note fades. Now we present the Grand Musical Conference, a magnificent 4-day odyssey of artistic brilliance that will illuminate our institution from August 21st to 24th of this month, transforming our school into a resplendent cathedral of sound. We have woven a magnificent mosaic of competitions that will celebrate the full spectrum of musical artistry, from the intimate vulnerability of solo singing that bears the soul to the harmonious unity of choir performances where individual voices will merge into celestial choruses. Our instrumental showcases will transform concert halls into galleries of sonic sculpture, while our dynamic rock bands will electrify audiences with their raw energy and contemporary innovation. The ancient wisdom and intricate beauty of Indian classical music will grace our stages with its timeless ragas and profound spiritual depth, creating bridges between cultures and centuries. Beyond performance, our scholarly paper presentations will elevate musical discourse, where young minds will explore the theoretical foundations and cultural significance of the art form, proving that true musicianship encompasses both the heart's passion and the intellect rigor. This kaleidoscope of competitions will not merely showcase talent, but also celebrate the infinite ways music can touch, teach, and transform the human spirit. This evening, we stand as pilgrims in the Cathedral of Sound, where centuries of human genius have borne witness to human aspirations. Welcome, dear friends, to a celebration of music's eternal gift to humanity. Tonight, we invite you to embrace the gentle art of truly listening. In our hurried world of constant motion and endless distraction, we offer you something increasingly rare: permission to simply be present, to let go, and to allow music to wash over you like a healing tide. Have a great evening. Thank you, and Jai Jagat.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words that have set the perfect tone for this evening. May your vision and encouragement continue to guide our students to shine both in academics and in the world of music.
And now I'd like to invite Dr. Geeta Gandhi Kington. Ma'am, if you could unveil an acoustic piano, please. Please, give it up. Ma'am. Principal, ma'am, if you could please accompany ma'am. It is a moment of pleasure, and we are rather proud of the fact as well Geeta ma'am, thank you. Thank you so much, Geeta ma'am and Roger sir. Ma'am, your conviction for musical literacy has always been the driving force behind many initiatives at CMS. And we are very, very thankful for you for holding our hand at every point. At this juncture, we would like to extend our gratitude to you for always clearing the path for us for all musical endeavors. Thank you, ma'am.
As we arrive at a moment of profound significance, we gather for the lighting of the lamp, a ceremony rich with symbolism and tradition. This sacred act represents the illumination of knowledge and wisdom, a beacon that dispels the darkness of ignorance and guides us towards a brighter future. Just as music begins with a single note and grows into a symphony, so too does this flame remind us that even the smallest spark of light can grow into inspire and uplift. The lamp's glow, the music's melody share the same power to unite, to enlighten, and to nurture harmony in our lives. With reverence in our hearts, let us now witness this moment of light and melody as a flame is kindled to mark the beginning of an event filled with inspiration.
And for this divine occasion, we request the dignitaries to join us on stage. Geeta ma'am, Roger sir, Anup Jalota ji, if you could please join us on stage. Professor Mandvi ji, if you could please join us. Sushmita ma'am, it would be an honor if you could join us as well. Mona ma'am, Vinay sir, Mala Mehra ma'am, if you could please join us on stage. Sonia Khan ma'am, it will be an extreme honor for us if you join us on stage. Mrs. Savaria, the corporator for our area. Jeffrey Williams sir, if you could please join in for the lighting of the lamp. Manjeet Batra ma'am, it's an honor always to have you with us. Dr. Shobhit Nahar, if you could please join us.
By joining together to light the lamp, we not only honor the age-old traditions that have brought us to this point, but also mark the continuation of our collective pursuit of truth and understanding. This simple yet profound gesture signifies the start of a new chapter in our journey, one where the light of knowledge will lead the way, illuminating the path ahead and inspiring us all to reach new heights.
The light which always looks up teaches us to go on the path of wisdom and knowledge. Light dispels the darkness, and so does education dispel the darkness of illiteracy. The flames of the fire always look up, inspiring us to aim for divinity. Thank you for joining us on stage. It is a matter of pride and honor for us. a picture perfect moment which we will savor for years to come. Sir has and always will be our guiding light. Thank you.
Music is most powerful when voices come together in harmony. Each note may stand alone, but when blended, they create a symphony that transcends words and speaks directly to the soul. The choir is not just about singing, it is about listening, balancing, and finding unity in diversity. This evening, our young choir brings to you melodies woven with dedication and love, carrying the spirit of CMS where music and values work hand in hand. Their voices are a testament to teamwork, discipline, and the joy of shared expression. With hearts full of anticipation, let us now welcome the CMS choir to the stage. May their performance fill this hall with rhythm, resonance, and radiance. The heartbeat is the first drum, steady and constant, guiding us before we even open our eyes to the world. The cry of a newborn is the first song, filled with life and promise. Every step we take adds a rhythm, every laugh a melody, every sigh a note in this grand orchestra of existence. Truly, music is not outside us. It is within us, woven into the very rhythm of life itself. Over to the choir.
a place behind the stars, just a step beyond the rim. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby.
Thank you to our wonderful CMS choir for that soul-stirring performance. Your voices blended not only in perfect harmony, but also in perfect spirit, reminding us that music is at its most beautiful when it is shared. Each note carried the message of unity, discipline, and joy, values that define our school and its vision. Let us all give them another round of applause for their dedication and for filling this evening with such radiant melody. I now request our respected principal ma'am to take the podium to unveil something special.
Hold on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen, because what's about to happen has never happened before. We are about to witness something so unprecedented and magnificently unexpected. Any guesses? Prepare to be inspired by an extraordinary individual who embodies the perfect harmony between scientific precision and artistic passion. We are talking about Dr. Arjun Kingdon, a consultant in palliative medicine working clinically at St. Clair Hospice and Princess Alexandra Hospital in West Essex, UK. We will learn from him about his distinguished expertise and a deeply personal testament to music's transformative power in shaping both professional excellence and personal fulfillment. You know what, everyone? Before we dive into Dr. Arjun's incredible video, let's take a moment to talk to the people who made this possible. So right here with us this evening, we have respected Professor Geeta Gandhi Kingdon and respected Dr. Roger Kingdon, the proud parents of Dr. Arjun. I'm sure that you also asked yourself, ma'am, should my child focus on studies or follow his passion? Did you? Okay. But somehow, I guess, you figured out that it's not an either-or situation, is it? Those moments when Arjun was torn between a textbook and a music score. How did you guide him without pushing? I would like to know, and so would our audience would like to know that. How did you nurture his musical soul while preparing him for his medical calling? So, without any further delay, now let us watch Dr. Arjun's beautiful creation, made with love, just for us.
Hello, I hope you're having a wonderful time at the conference. My name is Arjun Kingdon. I'm a doctor living and working in the UK, and I also enjoy listening to and playing music. And when I was younger, I even wrote a few songs. I took part in string quartets, orchestras, and a band. So I played the violin, which I learnt at school from the age of 7, and piano, which I learnt also at school from the age of 9. Later, I taught myself the guitar from age 15. And I was very lucky to attend a school in the UK that provided excellent academic education alongside high-quality musical education, and I am so pleased to see that CMS is doing the same. It does not have to be one or the other. There is plenty of room in your lives to engage with and excel at your studies, as well as music, sport, and many other interests and talents. I am speaking to you today to share why I feel music is so special, and to share the impact it can have on people's lives. And I'll also give you a brief insight into Western classical music. So what makes music special? Well, it is one of the most old and most universal of human art forms. Music is the soundtrack to our lives, whether it is at a religious ceremony, great sporting occasions, military parades, the films we watch, or at the most significant events in our lives, our weddings or our funerals. Music is always there to accompany. Music is a vessel that helps shape and give voice to our emotions. Music can evoke joy, sadness, hope, despair, love, heartbreak, fear, excitement, passion, melancholy, and serenity. The right piece of music at the right time can bring comfort much deeper than words. It is often hard to put emotions into words. Music can help us understand what we are feeling when we can't understand ourselves. If a piece of music is making you feel something, it doesn't matter what the feeling is, then that music is doing its job. The most brilliant composers are those men and women who know how to write music that makes us feel emotions, as if our hearts are musical instruments that those composers are playing expertly. For this reason, certain pieces of music can grow to have special meaning for us. You are young and life is long, but I wonder, what pieces of music have you already heard in your lives that mean something to you? Let me tell you a story about a patient I met when I was just a student doctor, age 19, not so much older than you are now. He had a brain cancer, and this man was dying. He was only 40 years old. He had a lovely wife and 2 little girls, aged 10 and 8. Because of the way the cancer had affected his brain, he had lost the ability to speak. The whole situation was incredibly sad, and I didn't know how I could help him, or if anything would help at all. Then his wife told me he liked music, in particular the music of the British band Pink Floyd, and Bob Marley, a Jamaican musician who plays reggae. So I found a guitar, and I played some songs for him by Pink Floyd and some by Bob Marley. And when I played one song, called Wish You Were Here, he began to sing. This man, who had not been able to speak for weeks, was able to find words to the song through music, through singing. And his family told me later they felt more connected to him in that moment than they had done for weeks. They hugged together, they laughed, and they cried. About a week later, he died, and his family asked me to play this song at his funeral. And this taught me that sometimes when medicines or surgeries are no longer possible or are not working, that music can be a great tool for healing and connection. Without this music, his family would never have had this profound moment to connect with him one last time before he died.
How I wish you were here. We're just 2 lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. What have we found? Same old fears. Wish you were here.
So moving to a completely different topic, if we think now about the history of classical music in Europe, well, it's hard to know exactly what music sounded like in ancient times because nothing was written down. But about 500 years ago, people started to write musical notation, so we know what music sounded like after that time. Classical music then was written mainly as church music to glorify the Christian God. Johann Sebastian Bach from Germany was the great composer of this period. His music sounds almost mathematical. He was searching for perfect harmonies to reflect God's perfect nature, and listeners are supposed to be moved to contemplate divine mysteries when they listen to this sort of music. If we move forward by 1 century, we see Mozart from Austria was the great composer, writing music for solo piano, violin, choirs, and full orchestras. His music is often more light and fun. This is music that is designed to entertain, unlike Bach, who wanted you to reflect. Mozart was a child prodigy. He died very young, but he wrote over 40 symphonies and several operas in his short life. A few years after Mozart, the great German composer Ludwig van Beethoven, my personal favourite, moved music in a new direction. Beethoven grew increasingly deaf throughout his life, but he continued to write amazing music even when he could not hear. He was among the first composers to truly recognise the potential for music to stimulate strong emotions, and he did not hold back, writing powerful, fiery music that was revolutionary at the time. It was as if people used to listening to old-fashioned Bollywood songs were suddenly exposed to heavy metal. Beethoven opened the door, and then in the 19th century, music became more and more romantic, with sweeping violins and beautiful melodies. The emphasis was now firmly on making the audience feel emotions as deeply as possible, and Russian composers like Rachmaninoff were experts at this, often writing concertos for piano and orchestra together. We have come a long way from Bach and his simple harmonies. Music now sounds much more complicated. As the world lurched in the 20th century towards war and conflict, music began to sound more discordant and harsh. Composers realized they did not only have to produce beautiful sounds, but they could also make people feel deliberately unsettled. At the premiere of Stravinsky's ballet, The Rite of Spring, there was nearly a riot. The audience was not ready for such modern music. So you see, Western classical music is not one thing. There are a multitude of different styles and eras. If you are interested to hear more, please go online, explore, see what you can find. If you use the QR code on the screen, you will find a playlist of some Western classical music for you to try out. If you like some of it, please keep looking and keep exploring. I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference, and I hope you develop a lifelong love of music, listening to it and perhaps playing it or even writing it yourself. Have a good day.
Thank you, Arjun, for this beautiful gift to City Montessori School. I now invite respected Professor Geeta Gandhi Kingdon to talk about Arjun's music journey.
Thank you very much. I think I'll just speak from here. Well, what can one say other than that every child can have a music, every parent, every home can have musical children without making pretty much any effort at all. The only thing is to just encourage your child. Most children have a musical talent. And you know, if they're just given an opportunity, they will flourish. You can't stop them. All it requires is a little bit of encouragement. It does require a little bit of consistency, but that comes by just, you know, the little bit of encouragement that you give. Make sure that the opportunities, and I'm addressing the parents here, that make sure that whenever there are opportunities, of course, Arjun was fortunate to be in a school that did provide those opportunities. So, you know, we would like to be the kind of school that does provide children those opportunities, those summer music camps, winter music camps, and a whole range of different types of groups of musicians. For example, they're called different ensembles. That means different combinations of musical instruments, children playing different musical instruments, doing different arrangements of maybe the same piece of music. And depending on the level of the child. For example, some early grades of the ABRSM or Trinity examination, so grade 1, grade 2, our children, you know, the same piece that can be arranged for a grade 6 or 7 child can also be, in a very simplified form, be arranged for younger children whose skill level is not so developed. But then they fall in love because they can make the right melody. You know, so for example, the instrument with which my son started was the recorder, because every child in the school in grade, when they were 6 years old, were given a recorder. And every child was given a recorder, and they were all playing. And on the very first day, he could play Ba Ba Black Sheep, you know. So it was just by knowing 3-4 notes. So that was extremely rewarding for a child to have a very early and quick win. And then you can't stop them, really. It's not so much that Arjun did practicing, you know, of his instrument every day. He did not. But you have to have little ways of encouraging them to play. So, for example, if you're making food, you know, while you're making food, you say, okay, well, come and serenade me, you know. So he will play a little riff for you and do a little bit of thing. And I think then little bit of encouragement to take part in every musical opportunity that is going. It could be, you know, at the county level, district level, local level, neighborhood level, within the school. So many different opportunities present themselves for a child to play music. And if they don't, it's our job as teachers to make sure that we provide those opportunities. And then you can't hold them back. I seriously tell you that you can't hold them back, because they enjoy making music together. Music is a very gregarious kind of an activity. I think those who are musicians who teach music will testify to the fact that children play it together. I mean, of course, you can play music in a solitary fashion as well, you know, but a lot of the time, the beauty of music, the enjoyment of music is when it's made together with other people. And that is something that makes a child attached to that music, because they associate that with the fun of being together with other like-minded young people who are themselves interested in music. And then, you know, allow them to go and arrange for them musical tours outside of the city, so they enjoy the fun of going together to some other place, seeing other people, playing for other people, being rewarded, being praised or applauded for it. And then, you know, all those opportunities are also tremendously confidence boosting, and they really develop the character and personality of a young child. As they grow up, they become more confident, they become more self-assured, they know that they have a skill beyond just the textbooks that they learned in the classroom and beyond the academic knowledge. Somehow, in a way that I cannot necessarily put my finger on it as to what exactly it is about music that empowers a young person, but it ends up being that. I think the opportunity of making music with other people, the opportunity for travel that it brings for you, the opportunity that it's not just your own little group that you're playing in, the fact that you're playing at different times with different groups of children who could be from different schools or from different counties and districts, the fact that you may, with the orchestra tour, you might travel abroad and meet other people. All of those opportunities add up. And also, a sense of occasion is created. You know, when you travel to another country, and you play for some place, even if it is to play in a sort of a market, you have a different kind of an audience, and you have applause from that audience, and then you realize that what you do is applauded irrespective of where you are. So I think that all of these things are wonderful, and the last thing perhaps I would say is to go back to the first thing that I said, which is that the best thing of all is that a parent doesn't have to do anything. They don't have to know the music themselves. I did not. My husband, Roger, is sitting here. He did not. We didn't know music, you know. And I'll say to our parents, हम आपको हिंदी में भी बताना चाहते हैं कि अगर कुछ parents यहाँ पर हैं जिनके बच्चे यहाँ पर perform कर रहे हैं या करना चाहते हैं, कि ये बिल्कुल ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आपको खुद music notation पढ़ना आता हो या आपके स्पाउस को पढ़ना आता हो. सभी बच्चे इसको कर सकते हैं और इस तरीके के म्यूज़िक से बेनिफिट कर सकते हैं और बहुत आगे बढ़ सकते हैं. और आपने खुद देखा होगा जिनके बच्चे यहाँ पर परफॉर्म कर रहे थे कि किस तरीके से आपके बच्चे का आत्मविश्वास बढ़ा होगा अपने ऊपर. और ये थीम जो है, आई एम श्योर कि व्हेन आवर रिवियर्ड म्यूज़िक माइस्ट्रो अनूप जलोटा जी when he speaks, I'm sure he will bear testimony to this, and all the eminent musicians of national repute that are sitting here, Manvi ji and Sonia Khan and Sir, all of these people will bear testimony to what I have said. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. This was so inspirational. We thank Dr. Roger Kingdon, sir, for helping us prepare this video. Over to you, Albert.
Albert, I'm sorry. We request the parents of junior section for the choir and orchestra to please collect the students from first floor. Thank you.
Dance is not just movement, it is poetry in motion, the language of the soul and the heartbeat of culture.
Indeed, Albert. From the timeless grace of classical traditions to the raw energy of folk, every form of dance tells a story of people, emotions, and spirit.
And the beauty of dance lies in its versatility. For some, it is the sparkle of disco that sets their spirits free.
For others, it is the vibrant pulse of pop, echoing their energy of the youth.
Some find their rhythm in the flute sophistication of jazz, smooth, expressive, and soulful.
While many others are drawn to the classical intricacy of bandish, where melody and movement meet in perfect harmony.
Every dance form holds a universe of its own, and each dancer chooses the rhythm that speaks most deeply to their heart.
Yet, when these varied rhythms come together, they weave a single story, a story of unity in diversity.
And tonight, that story unfolds before us.
The stage is ready. The rhythm is rising. Let the music take flight. Let movement paint its poetry, and let dance speak the language of every soul.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting before you a breathtaking choreography that celebrates every beat, every rhythm, and every spirit.
The performances where individuality meets unity and expression becomes eternal. As the stage is being set, we would like to remind that how poets and sages have always said that music is the echo of the soul. It expresses what words often cannot. Our deepest joys, our silent sorrows, our unspoken prayers. When we hear music, perhaps we recognize it because it comes from within us.
That is why a song can bring tears, laughter, or peace in just a moment. Tonight, may every performance echo with that same truth of our soul.
Long before humans composed songs, nature was already singing. The rustle of leaves in the wind, the murmur of river, the rhythmic crashing of waves, the chorus of the birds at dawn, all are notes in nature's eternal symphony.
We are, in truth, surrounded by music every day. Over to the choreography.
Can we have a huge round of applause for them and invite the young performers to the stage?
In the hush before the sound, there lives a quiet yearning, a breath, a beat, and then a beginning. From the murmur of a jazz lounge to the glimmer of disco lights. From the neon pulse of pop to the sacred echo of ancient Bandish. Music speaks in many tongues, in countless rhythms, but always from the heart. So, let us begin.
On that jazz.
5, 6, 7, 8.
यहाँ बंदिश के मतलब हजार गरज आज मेघ घनन घनन छायोरी दमक दमक चमके बिजुरी कहत है ऋतु राज आयो कहत है ऋतु राज आयो कहत है ऋतु राज आयो री निसारे मम मने मम निसारे सा निसारे मम मने मम निसारे इस रुत के संग रंगी हरित रंग में धरा सब विहंग तू भी अंग अंग रंगले तार की झनकार छेड़ संग में मृदंगले घुमण घुमण काली घटा रौद्र रूप धर के धरती का रोम रोम धड़के धड़के झन 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 जल बरसे गम बनी पम बनी बनी पम पमनी पा रे रे मनी बनी रे रे मम रे रे बनी रे मम बनी रे 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 बनी मम रे रे मम रे रे बनी रे मम बनी रे 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 बनी मम रे रे मम रे बनी रे मम बनी रे रे बनी मम रे गरज आज में घनन घनन छायोरी दमक दमक चमके बिजुरी कहत है ऋतु राजा आयो रे
From every direction they came, east and west, past and present, carrying beats, voices and traditions. And here they meet. Jazz sways into bandish, pop flows into disco. Cultures blend not by erasing differences, but by honoring them in unity. This is the symphony of souls, not a single genre, but all genres, woven into one heartbeat. In a world of many songs, tonight we will dance to one.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling. So keep dancing. I can't stop the. I can't stop the. when you dance, dance, dance. Feel the good, good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. Ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. Everybody say.
Gentlemen, this evening, as the music still lingers in our hearts, we gather for a moment of significance. The inauguration of the logo of Conferenza Internazionale di Musica. May I now invite our distinguished dignitaries to unveil this symbol. I request the presence of our chief guest, Shri Jaiveer Singh, our guest of honor, Shri Anup Jalota ji, founder director, respected Bharti Gandhi ma'am in absentia, our manager, Ms. Geeta Gandhi ma'am, Sushmita Basu ma'am, and all our respected principals, led by our very own principal, Mrs. Nisha Pandey ma'am. Please give it up for them. I would also like to invite Mona ma'am and Vanessa on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep the applause coming. The logo itself speaks in the language of art. A guitar, the timeless voice of melody, and a butterfly. I request all our respected principals to kindly come on the stage for the inauguration of the logo of the International Musical Conference for the year 2025.
Stories that seek to be read, taking hold of the moment as we discover every color filled with wonder. Now we finally see we got everything we need.
Give a
Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day. It's ours to take and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins. Here we go. Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful.
I declare open the Conferenza Internazionale di Musica, where every note shall unite hearts and every harmony shall echo across horizons.
Ladies and gentlemen, there we go. The inaugurated logo of International Musical Conference, organized by City Montessori School, Rajajipuram, Campus 1.
As we discover every color filled with wonder.
What a
Now we
picture-perfect
finally
moment, ladies and
see
gentlemen.
We got everything we need.
The logo itself speaks in the language of art, a guitar and a butterfly.
And a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day. It's ours to take and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
and gentlemen, what a picture-perfect moment that was. This emblem will forever stand as a promise that Conferenza Internazionale di Musica is not only a celebration of music, but also a celebration of growth, transformation, and unity through art. The guitar that sings, the butterfly that soars, the very heart of our musical journey. With that, I would like to thank all of the distinguished dignitaries who had come up on the stage. The strings of the guitar symbolize discipline, harmony, and rhythm, the very foundation of musical learning. The wings of the butterfly symbolize creativity, imagination, and boundless expression. And when they come together, they remind us that true music is both structure and freedom, and both craft and the soul. With that, over to my co-host, Gauri.
What an exhilarating performance! Through every step, beat, and rhythm, our dancers reminded us that dance is not just movement. It is an emotion in motion, a celebration of both tradition and modernity. From the sparkle of disco to the vibrance of pop, from the elegance of jazz to the depth of bandish. Each form blended seamlessly to create a spectacle of unity in diversity. Let us applaud these talented performers once again for the hard work, creativity, and passion.
Now let me remind you that we have amidst us Mr. Anup Jalota. It is with immense honor that I welcome a legendary figure in the world of Indian music, Shri Anup Jalota ji, lovingly also known as a Bhajan Samrat of India. Sir is a Padma Shri awardee. He has dedicated his life to devotional music, captivating audiences across the globe with his soul-stirring bhajans, ghazals, and spiritual melodies. With a career spanning decades, his voice has become synonymous with devotion, peace, and divinity, carrying the essence of India's spiritual heritage to the world stage. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is a proud privilege to invite Shri Anup Jalota ji to come to the stage and bless this gathering with his divine performance, filling the atmosphere with music that uplifts the spirit and touches the soul. Ladies and gentlemen, a thunderous applause to welcome sir.
आज की शाम के लिए यही कहना है कि अगर एक शब्द है ग्रैंड, तो हर मोमेंट यहाँ का ग्रैंड था, हर मोमेंट. Every performance is coming out from a real feeling of the heart, not just music. हार्ट में जो फीलिंग है, हम लोगों के अंदर जो भाव होते हैं, वो भाव को लेके संगीत ये बाहर निकला है. और यही हम लोगों को बच्चों के अंदर डालना है कि बच्चे जो भी करें वो मन से करें, भाव से करें. जैसे कोई बच्चा कहता है ना माँ, तो माँ के अंदर वो जो भाव उसके होता है, सिर्फ शब्द माँ की बात नहीं है, उसके अंदर जो भाव है वो बाहर आना है. CMS से मैं पिछले 60 साल से जुड़ा हूँ, 60 years, more than 60 years. और स्टेशन रोड पर जब पहली ब्रांच थी तो वहाँ 60 स्टूडेंट्स थे, उसमें मैं भी जाता था, और आज 65,000 स्टूडेंट्स हैं। ये कोई साधारण बात नहीं है। ये तभी हो सकती है जब इसको ऑर्गेनाइज करने वाले लोग, इसको बनाने वाले लोग भाव से काम कर रहे हो। श्री जगदीश गांधी जी, भारती गांधी जी, उनके फैमिली के बच्चे, ये जिस तरह काम कर रहे हैं वो केवल एक बिजनेस सोच के नहीं कर रहे हैं। वो ये कर रहे हैं कि हमारे देश की प्रगति शिक्षा के माध्यम से कैसे हो सकती है, और उसमें सिर्फ शिक्षा की नहीं होती है, उसके साथ और जो चीज़ें होती है वो आपने आज देखी कि ये सब चीज़ें कितनी ज़रूरी हैं। बच्चों का मन लगा रहता है, पेरेंट्स का मन लगा रहता है कि हमारे बच्चे केवल पढ़ाई के लिए नहीं बैठे हैं, कुछ गाना भी गाते हैं, कुछ डांस करते हैं, कोई इंस्ट्रूमेंट बजाते हैं। ये सब चीज़ें मिला के एक पर्सनालिटी बनती है, एक व्यक्तित्व बनता है, और वही व्यक्तित्व सीएमएस बनाता है। लखनऊ वाले बड़े भाग्यशाली हैं कि सीएमएस लखनऊ में है। ये दिल्ली में भी हो सकता था, ये इलाहाबाद में हो सकता था, कहीं भी हो सकता था। लखनऊ में क्यों है? क्योंकि लखनऊ के लोग बड़े भाग्यशाली हैं। मैं भी लखनऊ का ही हूं। कहते हैं हम लखनऊ पे फिदा, हम लखनऊ पे फिदा, लखनऊ हम पे फिदा। अरे किसमें हिम्मत जो हमसे छुड़ाए लखनऊ। लखनऊ से हम दिल लगाए बैठे, और आज एक परिवार ने लखनऊ में 65,000 स्टूडेंट्स को इकट्ठा करके शिक्षित किया है। केवल शिक्षित ही नहीं किया है, संस्कार दिए हैं, संगीत दिया है। यही सब है जो आगे चल के एक नया भारत बनाएंगे। यही बच्चे हैं। हमारे स्कूल का बच्चा तो स्पेस तक पहुंच गया है, कहाँ कहाँ पहुंचने वाले हैं अभी देखिएगा आगे। मैं भी तो मुंबई पहुंच गया, आप लोगों को भजन सुनाने लगा। तो अब मेरे लिए हारमोनियम लगा है, मैं आपको 2 गाने सुनाऊंगा और उसके बाद जो और आइटम सब होंगे। एक माइक यहाँ दे दीजिए, ये यहाँ दे दीजिए। ठीक है। ऐसी लागी लगन, 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 मीरा हो गई मगन। ऐसी लागी लगन, मीरा हो गई मगन। वो तो गली 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 हरि गुन गाने लगी। महलों में पली बन के जोगन चली, मीरा रानी दीवानी कहाने लगी। ऐसी लागी लगन, मीरा हो गई मगन। कोई रोके नहीं, कोई टोके नहीं, मीरा गोविंद गोपाल गाने लगी। बैठी संतों के संग रंगी मोहन के रंग, मीरा प्रेमी प्रीतम को मनाने लगी। वो तो गली गली हरि गुन गाने लगी। ऐसी लागी लगन, मीरा हो गई मगन। वो तो गली गली हरि गुन गाने लगी। ऐसी लागी लगन। राणा ने विष दिया मानो अमृत पिया, मीरा सागर में सरिता समाने दुख लाखों सहे, मुख से गोविंद कहे, मीरा गोविंद गोपाल गाने लगी, वो तो गली गली हरि गुण गाने लगी, ऐसी लागी लगन मीरा हो गई मगन, वो तो गली गली हरि गुण गाने लगी, ऐसी लागी लगन मीरा हो गई मगन, मीरा हो गई मगन, मीरा हो गई मगन। एक छोटा सा गाना और, उसमें आप सब मेरे साथ गाइएगा। एक लाइन मैं गाऊं, आप उसको रिपीट कीजिएगा। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम, कौन कहता है भगवान आते नहीं, कौन कहता है भगवान आते नहीं, मेरी झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे, हो राम आएंगे आएंगे राम आएंगे, कौन कहता है भगवान आते नहीं, कौन कहता है भगवान आते नहीं, तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं, तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम। कौन कहता है भगवान नाचते नहीं, कौन कहता है भगवान नाचते नहीं, कौन कहता है भगवान नाचते नहीं, गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं, गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम, राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम, राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। एक और हो जाए, चलिए। सब गाएंगे मिलकर। जीना यहाँ जाना कहाँ, जीना यहाँ मरना यहाँ, इसके सिवा जाना कहाँ, जी चाहे जब हमको आवाज दो, हम हैं यहीं हम थे जहाँ, अपने दो, इसके सिवा जाना कहाँ। कल खेल में हम हो न हो, गर्दिश में तारे रहेंगे सदा, भूलोगे तुम भूलेंगे वो, पर हम तुम्हारे रहेंगे सदा। रहेंगे यहीं अपने निशान, इसके सिवा जाना कहाँ, जी चाहे जब हमको आवाज दो, हम हैं वहीं, हम थे जहां, अपने यही दोनों जहां, इसके सिवा जाना कहां। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। इसी तरह मिलते रहेंगे और आनंद लेते रहेंगे जीवन का। नमस्कार।
Thank you, Anup Jalota ji, for gracing us with such a divine and soul-stirring performance. Your music has not only touched our hearts, but also elevated this evening into a truly spiritual experience. We are deeply honored and privileged to honor you, whose soulful voice has transcended the boundaries and touched countless hearts across the globe. Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation once again. Sir, you have not only preserved India's rich spiritual heritage, but you have also inspired generations to seek solace, strength, and peace through the eternal power of music. We'd also request Mr. Sanjay Jalota to join us. Prerna ma'am, if we could have his... Geeta ma'am, if you could honor sir as well. Geeta ma'am and Principal ma'am, request you to honor Mr. Sanjay Jalota as well. Thank you, sir, for gracing us with your presence. We are immensely proud that these people are inhabitants of Lucknow itself. And today's evening, as we see, has been elevated to a divine level. And adding to the same, we have two very special individuals with us, Mr. Karthike Vishisht and Mr. Neeraj Kumar. Over to my co-host for a little more.
We are honored to welcome two remarkable artists this evening. Mr. Karthike Vishisht, an acclaimed flutist and composer, has earned recognition for blending Indian classical, folk, and world music with great finesse. The flute, often called the voice of the soul, holds deep spiritual significance in our tradition. As the divine instrument of Lord Krishna, it symbolizes love, harmony, an eternal bond between the human spirit and the divine that finds an echo in every heart. Through his music, Mr. Vashisht carries forward this timeless essence, touching every heart. Accompanying him is Mr. Neeraj Kumar, a devoted tabla virtuoso who has trained under eminent masters and performed at prestigious concerts across India and abroad. The tabla, with its vibrant rhythms, provides the heartbeat to every melody and it breathes life into music. Together, their flute and tabla weave a sacred dialogue of melody and rhythm. An offering of sound that uplifts the spirit and celebrates the divine power of music. Civilizations have risen and fallen, but music has never left us. From the ancient chants of temples to the vibrant beats of today, it has been with the humankind throughout every age. It has celebrated our victories, comforted us in loss, accompanied us in centuries, in prayers, and carried us in love. Music is not bound by time. It is a timeless companion, whispering to every generation, you are not alone. This evening, we honor that eternal presence of music in our lives.
Every song is a prayer, whether sung in a temple, whispered at a bedside, or danced beneath the stars. Every note we play or sing is like an offering, an expression of gratitude, a cry for help, or a celebration of life. In that sense, music is not just entertainment, it is devotion. The stage we see tonight is not only a platform for performance, but a temple where each note rises like incense, carrying with it the devotion of the heart. An orchestra is a miracle of diversity. A violin cannot sound like a flute, nor a drum like a sitar. Yet together they create harmony. In the same way, our world is filled with many voices, many cultures, many melodies, each unique and beautiful. But when they come together, they do not clash. They blend into something far greater. This evening, as schools and artists from different places perform, may we hear not only individual songs, but one grand harmony of humanity.
So, dear audience, let us not just watch, but truly feel tonight's performances. Let us open our hearts to rhythm. Let our souls dance with the melodies, and let the power of music carry us beyond words. For this evening is not just an event. It is a celebration of sound, of spirit, of life itself. As the curtain rises and the stage awakens, let us celebrate together the eternal gift of music.
नमस्कार आप सभी को. Good evening everyone. How are you all doing? It's such an amazing conference and यहाँ पर आकर I feel so grateful to be here, so honored to be here. I have Neeraj Kumar who's going to play tabla with me today. I think as a musician, even till today, I've traveled so many different countries, different places. आज भी मैं nervous feel करता हूँ. I still feel that childlike nervousness when I'm on stage. So आप ज़रूर support करें, अपनी blessings दें, एंड हम शुरुआत करते हैं एक बहुत हमारा प्यारा राग है, राग देस. So we'll start with this beautiful evening rag called Rag Des. And जो हम लय रखेंगे वो है विलंबित. So it is like कि आप एक नाव पर हैं. So just imagine that you're on a boat और आपका बैकग्राउंड थीम हम बनाएंगे. So इजाज़त है. तबला थोड़ा मॉनिटर्स में बढ़ा दें. बढ़ाइए थोड़ा तबला बढ़ाइए अंदर. थोड़ा सा फ्लूट चेक करेंगे, बैलेंस करेंगे, फिर शुरुआत करते हैं. अंदर थोड़ा दे दो और थोड़ा ड्राई दे दो. राग देस. थैंक यू। तो ये है हमारा शास्त्रीय संगीत, इंडियन क्लासिकल म्यूज़िक। ये था राग देश। अगला हम आपको राजस्थान लेके चलते हैं। वील टेक यू टू द डेजर्ट ऑफ इंडिया, राजस्थान। एंड वी हैव दिस वेरी स्पेशल इंस्ट्रूमेंट कॉल्ड द अलगोज़ा। तो यहाँ के और बाहर के दोनों मेहमान हैं, तो हिंदी अंग्रेज़ी में दोनों में बात कर रहा हूँ इसी कारण। तो ये है साज, इसका नाम है अलगोज़ा, और अलग अलग जगहों पर इसको अलग अलग नामों से पुकारते हैं। बलूचिस्तान में दोनाली, सिंध में बीनून, कच्छ में जोड़िया पावा, और राजस्थान पंजाब में अलगोज़ा। So there are two flutes in this. One is a bass flute, which is the male flute, and one is the smaller flute, which is the female flute. इसमें हम एक टेक्निक यूज़ करते हैं, सर्कुलर ब्रीदिंग, जो हमारे सपेरे इस्तेमाल करते थे। सो आप देखेंगे कि इसमें हम सांस छोड़े जा रहे हैं, एंड बहुत एक लंबा नोट आपको डेमोन्स्ट्रेट करके दिखाते हैं। अभी माइक, इस वाले माइक को थोड़ा सा आप ड्राई कर देना, हल्का कम इफेक्ट कर देना इसमें। आप देखें कि नोट चले ही जा रहा है, रुक ही नहीं रहा नोट, क्योंकि हम मुंह से सांस फेंक रहे हैं और नाक से सांस ले रहे हैं एट द सेम टाइम. दिस टेक्निक इज़ कॉल्ड सर्कुलर ब्रीदिंग. चलो थोड़ा सा गेन बढ़ा देना इस माइक पर, अलगोजे वाला माइक पर. आपको एक राजस्थान का पीस सुनाते हैं. और मॉनिटर में भी थोड़ा सा वॉल्यूम बढ़ा देना.
Check.
माइक को ड्राई कर दो इस वाले को.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we have just to experience was sheer magic. The soulful breath of Kartikeya sir's flute and electrifying rhythm of Neeraj sir's tabla have left us truly spellbound. This was not just magic, this was divinity in sound. To honor these two maestros for their outstanding performance and impeccable artistry, I now invite our respected principal ma'am, Rogers sir, and Geeta Gandhi ma'am to the stage. Can we have another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, I think we should do justice to the performance. Can we have a huge round of applause once again?
Some stories are not told, they are experienced. Some truths are not explained, they are felt in heart. And among them shines the eternal saga of Krishna, a being at once a playful child, a fearless warrior, and a divine lover, and the cosmic soul of the universe. Through rhythm, melody, and movement, we now invite you into a world where innocence meets infinity, where play turns into power, where love blossoms into devotion, and where divinity reveals itself in its most majestic form.
Let the curtains of time part, let music become our guide. And let the dance unveil the many shades of Krishna, until at last we glimpse him not in parts, but in his oneness, in his totality. This evening, through rhythm and movement, we invite you into his world. A world where mischief is divine, where love becomes eternal, and where infinite reveals itself in the most wondrous of forms. Let the stage now awaken with the spirit of Krishna, majestic, magnificent, and whole, as we glimpse him not in fragments, but in his totality, the one who is all.
Long before humans composed songs, nature was already singing. The rustle of leaves in the wind, the murmur of rivers, the rhythmic crashing of waves, the chorus of birds at dawn. All are notes in nature's eternal symphony. We are, in truth, surrounded by music every day. And when artists create, they are only tuning themselves to the melodies already written in the world around them. Tonight, our music too becomes a part of this grand creation. So, dear audience, let us not just watch, but truly feel tonight's performances. Let us open our hearts to rhythm. Let our souls dance with melodies, and let the power of music carry us beyond words.
मैं बांसुरी हूँ, न सोने की न चांदी की, सिर्फ एक तिनके की भांति, जिसमें किसी दिव्य सांस ने प्राण फूंक दिए। छोटा सा गोकुल, छोटा सा मोहन, माखन चुराता मटके गिराता, लीलाओं से अपने सबको रिझाता। मैंने माँ यशोदा का लाड़ देखा और गोपियों का दुलार देखा। चंद्र सूर्य नक्षत्रों का मेल, छोटे से मुख में सारा संसार देखा।
बोला हाथी घोड़ा पाल की, बोला हाथी घोड़ा पाल की। बोलो कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की। हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की, हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की, हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की, हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की। शीश उठा के निकली ये उमंगे निकली, जय बोलो उन्नत से भाल की, जय बोलो उन्नत से भाल की, जय कन्हैया लाल की। हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की, हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की, अरे हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की, ओए हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की। भक्त हृदय में
में बजती है ये कृष्ण प्रेम की वीणा है। दर्शन ढूंढ रही माधव के नैनों में वो पीड़ा है। ओ क्या होता है कृष्ण का मंदिर, भक्त नहीं तो क्या जाने कृष्ण प्रेम कैसा होता है, प्रेम बिना क्या पहचाने। भक्तों को कब चिंता होती जीवन की जंजाल की, हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल 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 की।
किंतु कृष्ण के सुर में शक्ति भी छिपी होती है। मैं उनके हाथों में थी जब यमुना के जल में विष था और कालिया उग्र और क्रोधित था, लेकिन कृष्ण ने ना केवल उसको जीता बल्कि विष में भी मधुरता भर दी।
चिम चिमुली चिम, चिमुली चमाचम, संग दगड़ पकड़ पकड़ दम न लगे कम। चिम चिमुली चिम, चिमुली चमाचम, संग दगड़ पकड़ पकड़ दम न लगे कम। खेला न खेला न खेला न खेला न, साज भरी साज भरी।
जब रास रचाते निधिवन में सारी प्रकृति तब थम जाती, मैं अपनी उस मीठी धुन से राधा के घुंघरू बन जाती। जब रास रचाते कृष्ण वहाँ उसी प्रेम की साक्षी बन जाती। मैं तब भी थी मैं आज भी हूँ, बन अमर प्रेम की साक्ष्य वहाँ।
मेरे कान्हा ने
कि जब कान्हा ने बंसी बजाई हमोह लगाई वृंदावन रास रचे। जब कान्हा ने बंसी बजाई एक धुन सी लगाई वृंदावन रास रचे। देखो राधा की शर्माई हो, राधा की शर्माई, कान्हा ने सुध बुध बिसराई वृंदावन 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 रास रचे।
जब कान्हा से प्रीत लगाई सुध बुध बिसराई वृंदावन रास रचे।
राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण, बोलो राधे 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 कृष्ण। बरसे बरसे देखो रास रंग भीगो भीगो कान्हा के संग। घुंघरू मन में तन में डफली खिल खिल जाए हर कली कली। राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण, बोलो राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण, बोलो राधे 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 कृष्ण, बोलो राधे 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 कृष्ण।
मैं बांसुरी हूँ, ना बस वृंदावन के वन में, ना केवल राधा कृष्ण के युग में। मैं इस मंच पर हूँ, उन हाथों में हूँ, उनके सुरीले गीतों में हूँ। मैं तुम में हूँ, मैं हर कण में हूँ। जहाँ प्रेम हो वहाँ कृष्ण हो, जहाँ त्याग हो वहाँ राधा हो, और जहाँ निर्मल हृदय हो वहाँ बांसुरी के सुर सदा गूंजते रहेंगे।
गोपाल भी तुम, जगदीश भी तुम कमल नयन तुम जगन्नाथ। घनश्याम मुकुंद गिरधारी तुम द्वारिकाधीश बाके बिहारी। गोविंदम भज गोविंदम भज गोविंदम मूढ़मते। पीर मिटेगी कृपा बहेगी शंका सारी दूर हटे। भज गोविंदम भज गोविंदम भज गोविंदम मूढ़मते। पीर मिटेगी कृपा बहेगी शंका सारी दूर हटे।
What we witnessed is not merely a performance, but a glimpse into eternity. He is the child whose innocent smile holds the vastness of the universe. The youth whose playfulness shakes the realms of gods and demons. The lover whose Ras Leela still enchants every heart. And the supreme soul whose power and majesty remains timeless and boundless. Through this dance, we are reminded that Krishna is not confined to stories of the past. He is the ever-living, ever-present, flowing through music, rhythm, and devotion. May the spirit of Krishna continue to guide us in innocence, in love, in courage, and in divinity.
Thank you, Sifat.
I'll take this moment to thank everybody out here. What a truly magnificent sight it was. And as we conclude this evening, I'm filled with an immense sense of pride and gratitude. Your presence tonight has elevated this occasion to a truly unforgettable gathering. On behalf of the entire organizing committee, I extend my deepest appreciation to each one of you. Your presence has not just filled this hall but has infused this opening ceremony with an energy that is nothing short of inspirational. Now, with the stage prepared and the air buzzing with creative energy, we turn our attention to the heart of our conference, the competitions. Tomorrow, the melodious voices will rise and the performances will begin, showcasing the immense talent we've gathered from around the globe. Thank you once again for an unforgettable evening. I request our guests that please have dinner before we leave. So we request you to please proceed towards the Avalon Hall. Lower ground floor. Dear parents, you can pick up your children from first floor, room number 31 and 32. And dear participants and guests, we request you to please have dinner along with us in the Avalon Hall, lower ground floor.